Good morning. It's Wednesday, March 23rd, and it's a gold day. I'm Maggie McKnight.
And I'm Caroline Leggett.
Please stand for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please sit for the moment of silence. All community service hours for this school year must be submitted by Thursday, March 31st to the main office. Community service donation should include all appropriate signatures to be counted.
Do not park in the softball parking lot today. It is reserved for members of the Marine Corps. They will be here with equipment and using the parking lot.
Here are your senior class updates. Some seniors still have not paid for their suckers. They will be unclear until Miss Lindsay gets the money. All seniors in the senior show need to meet Mr. Hillman's class every day this week, 5th period. Senior show will be Saturday, March 26th at 7 o'clock. Waffle House dinner on March 30th in the cafeteria 5 to 7. Get your tickets from any senior or Miss Lindsay. If a senior wants to sell suckers to get a discount on prom tickets, see Miss Lindsay to get your tickets to pre-sale. Senior prom is April 23rd from 8 to 11 in the auxiliary gym.
Today's schedule: homeroom is 8 to 8:10. First period is 8:15 to 9. Second period is 9:05 to 9:50. Third period is 9:55 to 10:40. Fourth period is 10:45 to 11:30. And lunch is from 11:30 to 12. And now over to Julie Dusenberry for our Host Week announcement.
Hi, I'm Julie Dusenberry, and I am Secretary for HOSA. This week is HOSA Week, and we are going to be saying the question of the day each day this week. The question of the day is, when was National HOSA founded? So please see me or Ms. Fisher with the correct answer for your prize.
In sports, the Calhoun High boys soccer team tied Baylor 0-0 in Chattanooga last night. Trey Alexander had 6 saves in goal to preserve the shutout. This was an all-around great team effort. The Jackets will travel to Gordon Central on Friday. The girls' golf team shot a school record 238 to win their second straight tournament on Tuesday at Lafayette Golf Course in the Lady Rambler Invitational. Kate Mashburn finished runner-up in the tournament with a score of 76. Katie Rawls shot a 79, Maddie Crump 83, Katie Kaufman 90, Callie Dobson 99, and Emily McReynolds with 102. The Lady Jackets will be competing again on Saturday in the Gwinnett Open at a golf course in Brazelton. The boys golf team will be playing on Saturday as well in the Gordon Lee Invitational at Canyon Ridge Golf Course.
Congratulations to the Jackets on a big win against Kahula Creek Colts. Ben King on the hump kept the Colts off balance. Austin Trammell came in and closed the door in the 7th. The Bats took the Jackets to the 9-2 victory. Today in history. On this day in 1839, the initials OK are first published in the Boston Morning Post. Meant as an abbreviation for all correct, the popular slang misspelling of all correct at the time, OK steadily made its way into the everyday speech of Americans. And birthdays, let's see. Happy birthday to Parker Bond,
Korea Fleetwood, and Gabriela Flores. Happy birthday.
Have a wonderful early release Wednesday. Go Jackets.
When I meet professors, they first ask me why I'm at this conference. I say, oh, I do pancreatic cancer research. And their eyes get a bit wider, and then they ask me, do you do anything with nanotubes? And I was like, yeah, I actually do stuff with nanotubes and proteins. But I was fondly referred to as the cancer paper boy. I was sure there had to be a better way. And my breakthrough came in high school biology class when I was looking at an article on single-walled carbon nanotubes, and we were learning about antibodies, a molecule that attaches specifically to a certain protein.
When Jack told the family what he wanted to do, we all mocked him and we discouraged him strongly. We said, that's nothing that a kid in high school can do.
Young people aren't necessarily credited with being able to produce these great ideas.
Then it hit me. I could have this antibody in the network of carbon nanotubes such that this network reacted only to this one protein, mesothelin, and changed its electrical properties based on the amount of that protein present. I was pretty sure I had found a new way to attack pancreatic cancer.
I said, fine, if you want to do this experiment, then you find yourself a lab.
So I emailed 200 professors, anyone who had anything to do with pancreatic cancer.
The higher education community tends to be a little bit closed-minded towards new ideas. If you're not somebody, you're nobody kind of thing.
I had 199 rejections out of 200 people.
Here's a 14-year-old kid asking to work in their lab, so I can understand that they might say, we're not a middle school training ground.
When I was in 3rd grade, I was in quadratic equations when my class was in, reading clocks.
I would say Jack is quite gifted. We do a lot of equation solving that I will tell everybody, take out a calculator. Jack can do a lot of them in his head. So he probably assumed that this was a great idea and everybody would be able to see it was a great idea.
It seemed like the entire world was just telling me no. However, out of all those rejections, I had one lukewarm maybe. And after 3 months, I finally nailed down an interview with him, and I got the lab space I needed.
That was a huge step, but then it was a long process of trial and error. And so there was a lot of tears, and it took probably longer than it could have if you were a PhD guy, but it was just so exciting when he finally came out with a working strip.
I ended up with a small test strip that's the size of a diabetes test strip. That's 168 times faster, over 26,000 times less expensive, and over 400 times more sensitive than the current gold standard. And the key here is that the patient has close to 100% chance of survival if they're diagnosed then.
We see pictures of Einstein with white hair, but his discoveries were made very young, so hopefully Jack will have pictures as a 14-year-old having actually been credited with these discoveries.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20